Nobody understood that. And that's the example of the poisoning that the Disney marketing did. They had the exact values that you're talking about that are universal values, that are Latino values, the Asian values, the white values, the black values, right? And they didn't market it properly.
We've talked to some gentlemen that saw an early viewing of The Flash, a screening, and an early screening of The Marvels. And this was the weird. I don't remember who it was. Who
I want to talk Marvels because Cameron's here. Let's talk Marvels.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I heard about.
You won't get on a hold on. You guys figure it out. You will not find two Marvel fans on what panel than me and Cameron. So
okay, all right. Well, listen to what happened.
I'm a
with
huge
the
Marvel fan.
This is the rumor that the Marvels is actually pretty damn good. A lot better than we would have expected. Primarily because they recognize that everyone hates Brie Larson. And they ruthlessly mock her as this, tight ass, apparently.
Well, and so now I'm going to jump into this because I was, if any of you have not seen it, Ms. Marvel is actually a great show. It really is. I mean, it's the best show that has been put out by Marvel to my shock. Because I came in there, I'm Pakistani. I came in, they're going to screw this up real bad.
I have not seen it, so I can't.
That's people haven't seen it because everyone said, "Oh, just a wokester. It's not for me. It's for Pakistani Muslims." I'm not a Pakistani Muslim, and it is the most family-friendly, the funniest show from a heartfelt, like Little House on the Prairie type of thing. And I watched every episode with my mom.
I would not have guessed that. I would not have guessed it. And I don't think anybody really does think, oh, it's a Pakistani chick. I don't want to say. Nobody cares about that. But we have the assumption.
No, but people said it's not made for me, which is
we have. It's not that so much. I think it's the assumption that they're trying to put a Pakistani chick in or an Indian chick or whatever she was in order to appease the woke mob. It's not so much that this is a good story. Right.
But which is hilarious because the show is actually very anti-woke. It's the most conservative family filmmaking that Disney has done in a decade. There's a love interest. They don't even kiss because we're very sexually controlled in Pakistani culture. So it's the most 1950s Leave It to Beaver show. And it was both the wokesters painted as, look, we got a brown person out there fighting for the woke. And then people in the fandom was like, I ain't gonna watch this.
I often say that the fans of this kind of, of Marvel and Disney and all this kind of stuff, we don't really care what the race is. People are like, oh, it's a bunch of white guys that hate you if you're Mexican or black or whatever. No, it's that we hate that they're putting these characters in specifically for their race. If they're putting them in because they're a great actor or a great character, we're gonna love it like a white character just the same. We don't care.
The fact is people didn't. But Salty Nerd, I want to push back on this because I'm not a wokester. The fact is the fans didn't watch it. The fact is,
because we've been conditioned though. We've been conditioned to believe that the reason they put it in is for that reason.
But let's
she's gonna be. I said I'm gonna watch this movie because she blew me away. Iman Vellani, the actress, blew me away.
Well, I'll tell you what. I will watch it because of you. I will watch it because of you.
You will be shocked. Well, it's laugh out loud and heartfelt.
Salty Nerd guys, me and Cameron have been prolific on what you guys just had that exchange because we're like, I think there was a bad backlash and people just didn't care. It was a horrible timing. It was kind of like the Andor of the Marvel shows, Any guys see the Marvels at all and what other juicy tidbits about the film have you heard?
Well, we've heard that Brie Larson doesn't look like a little boy anymore. She actually looks like a woman.
Here's the thing, Cameron. They said they're letting Brie, be a woman. And so it reminded me, yes, we're the toxic macho. We gotta get that in there. So that's good news. Letting Brie look a little good.
But I predicted this. I said after I watched Ms. Marvel, I said they're gonna have to rework her, because Captain Marvel was an unlikable character to the point that even in the Avengers, the directors pointed out the other Avengers like, who are you? And you're not really likable. Why are you in our group? Right? Even in Avengers Endgame, she shows up and she's excluded because she was not a likable character before. And I was like, they can't have someone like Iman Vellani who is so likable, who is so like, I can't stop watching this girl, right? So you guys can watch the show and be shocked. She's making me feel really good, heartfelt feelings, and put her up with this like grumpy, angry, sexless woman. It's not gonna work.
Brie Larson is not a movie star. She's just not a movie star. I don't know why they're trying to force feed the American audience with Brie Larson. She's not charismatic. You cannot bring in a non-charismatic person and say, this is your new protagonist of this film. Nobody's going to watch. It's going to bomb. Anything that you put her in, it's going to bomb.
But it won't bomb because the other two are going to save it. I think.
This particular project, I think you're right.
So you're.
Can I say something?
Yes,
Sorry.
Go ahead, please.
I was going to say something about how to market to the Latino audience as a non-Latino.
Please tell me, because
as a non-Latino, I'm going to give you my perspective, and then you can tell me I'm wrong.
No, look, I want to hear this.
Well, I look, all my Latino friends I've ever had come from a family that's actually a relatively conservative group of people. They're Catholic. They have these traditional values. And this is what I think about the Latino audience. Don't give them BS like Latinx or Latinx.
I had to get that guy off this channel. No one says Latinx on this channel. No one, Cameron.
No.
Love you, man. Love you, man.
Hope they come back.
I'm Paulie. What's your name?
Sorry,
you're Pollux.
Continue.
No, I'm just saying, like, you just make good content. Just make good old-fashioned 80s style content like that we all love. I mean, here's the thing. At the core, I don't think the Latino population, the white population, the Asian population, I don't think we're that different. You know what I mean? Like, we just want good stories. We just want well-written stories, great characters, great heroes. That's all we care about. And it's like you were saying, this new show, if this new show is as good as you're saying, I don't really care what the race of the character is. I will watch it.
Because I have to leave in a minute. So I'm going to thank you, Saltier. So I'm going to bring it back full circle that you're right. And that's why I'm going to encourage everyone who has not watched Ms. Marvel because it was marketed as a woke show, which turned off all the audience, because again, by the way, all those Disney people marketed were fired yesterday. The entire Disney Plus marketing team was fired yesterday. They're the ones that marketed. Yeah. So none of you watched the show, right? My friend Boomcock still hasn't watched the show. None of them, because everyone's like, "What's a wokester show?" Right? And it's actually exactly what you're saying. It is a conservative, traditional family values. Respect your mom, respect your grandma. Do not stay out late at night show, right? And they didn't market that at all. So nobody understood that. And that's the example of the poisoning that the Disney marketing did. They had the exact values that you're talking about that are universal values, that are Latino values, the Asian values, the white values, the black values, right? And they didn't market it properly because the internal guys at Disney said, well, we don't want to emphasize that. That's what it is. Right. We don't want, and the end result is people didn't watch it. And so a year later, people haven't watched it and don't realize they actually got what they asked for.
Universal values is such a good term. I love the term universal values. I think that's exactly.
Matt, how's this? I'll come back on your channel despite my current taking a break from YouTube. If you guys watch Ms. Marvel and have me come on, we can discuss it. Is that fair? Is that a fair one-on-one? It might take you a month to do it.
I'm not.
You're gonna make me.
All right. You got yourself a
watch
deal,
it. And be shocked at how good it is, and you'll be shocked that it's not what you think it is. And so you watch it, and I'll come back on and do this like Doctor Who thing that you guys got going, and we'll talk about it. Is that fair? I think that's fair.
All right. Yeah, I think that's fair.